The problem with the heat and the roads that crews are keeping a close eye on.
You can still see
ways to cool off and the impacts the heat has on our infrastructure.
But we begin with news specialist Alex Cabrero, who is live in St. George for us tonight, where we are seeing a possible new record at 108. Alex, I'm sure you are feeling it.
Yeah.
All right, great resource there, Brianna. Thank you. Well, this heat is already causing problems on the roadways with buckling pavement.
And we saw our first early season case of it last night in the Salt Lake Valley. News specialist Daniel Woodruff joined us live right now. And Daniel, they got that problem fixed at this point, don't they?
Yeah, it happened just down from where I'm standing right now on the collector ramp to I-215 from I-15. That road buckling was discovered yesterday evening, right as the evening commute was coming to an end. Crews shut down that part of the collector ramp, and they worked all night to fix the problem, finishing around 4:30 this morning. They got the road reopened back in time for this morning's commute. The Utah Department of Transportation says road buckling is caused by a mixture of heat and moisture in the pavement. And of course, we know temperatures have heated up rapidly over the last couple of days.
For us, it's really hard to spot those things before they happen, and then it's about that quick response, making sure that we shut down the road so that there's not damage to vehicles or their tires, and then we'll look at what repairs need to be made and how we can get it open.
UDOT says this most recent problem happened on an older part of the freeway, which is typically the case. It usually happens on older sections of road. Now, if you're driving and you happen to see road buckling, UDOT wants you to call 911. They say it is an emergency, and they want to get their crews out as quickly as possible to take care of it and prevent any damage. Daniel Woodruff, live at 5.
Daniel, thank you. Well, as your family prepares...
St. George.
Oh, yes. We've got team coverage this evening. News specialist Alex Cabrero in St. George. News specialist Daniel Woodruff keeping an eye on the roads as the heat causes them to buckle. Brett Benson keeping an eye on the temperatures.
Start things off with Alex, who is in the middle of triple-digit temperatures. And Alex, close to a record as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, coming up.
All right, sounds good, Brett. Thank you. And these hotter temperatures can mean big problems for our roads.
News specialist Daniel Woodruff is live along I-15, where not far from you, we understand, Daniel, that the road buckled.
Yeah, it did, just down from where we're standing right now, and it caused some major issues on the commute late last night, and then they got it fixed just in time for this morning. Road buckling is a big concern in the summertime, and with temperatures like these right now, crews are keeping an especially close eye on it. Ron Wells knows Utah's roads. He works for the Utah Department of Transportation Incident Management. Those big trucks you often see pulled over helping people.
Do you need help getting a tow truck, or do you think you can get one on your own?
He never knows what his day will bring, but as the weather heats up, one problem becomes more persistent: road buckling.
Something that as we're out on patrol, we're looking for.
It happened last night in the Salt Lake Valley on the northbound connector to I-215.
It kind of was a little early.
Wells says it's not as common in early June. Roads buckle due to heat and moisture in the pavement.
It was quite warm yesterday, so I'm not surprised to see it happen.
Crews shut down the collector ramp and worked overnight, getting it repaired and reopened in time for this morning's commute. UDOT spokesman John Gleason says buckling usually happens on older parts of the road, but it's still hard to anticipate.
There's not a lot of warning that something like this is going to happen. When they happen, we have to respond very quickly, shut down the road so that nobody has any car or vehicle damage.
Wells is grateful buckling doesn't happen too often, but when it does, he takes it seriously.
It's a constant thing that we're looking for, part of the heat and summer of Utah.
So if you're out driving and you notice any road buckling at all, be sure to call 911. UDOT says it does qualify as an emergency, and they want to take care of it as quickly as possible. Back to you.
Imagine hitting that at 70 miles per hour. That can be dangerous. So great tips there to keep everyone safe. Daniel, thanks.
Utah Department of Health and Human Services.